better one. What are the Karja without a Sun King? Can we even call ourselves Karja?
We'll never make it back to Meridian. Not without Edom and a guide us.
はい、勇者です。ホライゾンゼロドーン始めていきたいと思います。今回はですね、メインクエストを、さらに進めようと思います。というかですね、この間サイドクエスト、サブクエストをやりまして、多分ほぼほぼこれで終わりなので、もうあとメインクエストを進めるしかないっていう状況になると思います。で、さっきもですね、さっき言っちゃったけど、この配信外で、カリバもですね、クリアしました。真ん中かな、サンダージョーのディスクランチャーを切断して使用し、ラベジャーを倒す。サンダージョーで、ラベジャーを倒せばいいので、サンダージョーをオーバーライドして倒してもいいらしいって言われたので、で、それでこの前の配信の時に、ゼータって最後にサンダージョーとかを、オーバーライドできる、ようになったので、サンダージョーをオーバーライドしてやって、で、そのサンダージョーを先輩に、ラベジャーを2体倒してもらうっていうのを2分以内にやるっていうのを、1分40秒ぐらいかな。もうね、ラベジャー先輩の、気分で戦うので、で、僕はそこに、ラベジャーをですね、誘い込むんですね。おとりになって、サンダージョー先輩の足元をぐるぐる回ってると、サンダージョー先輩が倒してくれる。ダメージは僕には食らわないんだけど、サンダージョー先生の足には蹴られて吹っ飛ばされるんですけど、で、ラベジャーも一緒に、吹っ飛ばされたりとか、で、倒せると。で、それを1分40秒ぐらいでやって、クリアしました。で、これが、なんていうかな。大きな、サイドクエストの中で一番大きなやつ。まだあとね、カリバじゃねえや。汚れ地帯っていうのがまだいくつか残ってるんですけど、それはそんなに時間かかるもんじゃないので、ミニコーナーで入れていくと思いますけど、今後はもうメインクエストを進めていくだけという風になると思います。で、カリバもクリアしたんで、新しい武器がまた手に入りました。館のっていうやつで、館の戦球。派手ではあるが、精巧な作りのこの武器は館での多大なる功績の証である。金属が、どうやら使われてるっていうのが特徴らしくて、これはなんていうの、弓の両端と真ん中の部分ですかね。に、弾力性のある金属かなんかが入ってて、威力が高いですね。で、ブラストスリング。これも館のブラストスリング。これも同じく、金属が使われててちょっと派手だけど、みたいな、ものなんですけど、前のものがね、単純なるパチンコみたいなやつだったんですが、大きく形が変わりまして、両端に金属がついて、これも精度を高く遠くまで飛ぶみたいな、そういうものらしいです。で、もう一つロープキャスターですね。ロープキャスターも、前のやつも、同じか。4本、上下に、ツルが出てて、縄を飛ばすんですけど、これも同じなんですが、これも同じく金属使ってて、操作性上がってるから、これもまっすぐ飛んだりとか、その時ダメージが大きいとか、そういうもんらしいです。です。この3つが手に入りました。ということで、普段は、普通の狩人の弓矢と、長弓と、この戦弓。あと、破砕砲ですね。を使ってるんですけど、戦弓だけは新しいものに変えて、進んでいきます。ブラストスリングとか、ロープキャスターは、大物だったりとか、人がいっぱいいる時とか、使おうかなっていう感じでなんですけど、使っていきますけどね。普段は戦球をよく使っているので、これを入れ替えていきます。という感じです。さて、で、メインクエストですが、 落葉の砦の、地下にある、遺跡に今、潜入するのか、入っていくっていうものがよくわかんないんですけど、で、前の回で、シャドウカージャの、なんとかな、囲われてたっていうのかな。大祭司に、まあ、いいように使われてた王子と王妃、もともがいて、もともとはメリディアンの第二王妃と、第二王子かな。だから今の王様の弟になるちっちゃい子なんですけどね。を逃がすというミッションをしたので、その時に、ここにいる一番偉そうなやつを殺しちゃって、で、そいつが殺そうと思ってた、その大祭司が殺せって言ってた、兵隊と、その王妃と王子を逃がしましたっていう感じです。で、でですね、また夜になっちゃった。また夜になっちゃったよ。降りるんですか。そうですか。降りるよね。あ、なんかよろしいよ。違うな。さて、で、じゃあ、この下の遺跡に潜入するんですけど、ここに降りるとね、多分戦闘になると思うので、武器をちょっと入れ替えます。戦級はあまり効かないと思うので、ローキャスターを戦級と入れ替えて、まずは、破砕砲を持って降りるかな。なんか出たよ。シャドウか。
We're at war. You're either useful or you're in our way.
ごめん、わかんなかった。なんて言ってたの？
Head back to the throne room, Outlander. You're making yourself a nuisance.
なるほどね。
Behave yourself, Outlander, or we'll toss you in the ring.
そうだね。で、俺は、本当に飛び込んでいいのかよ、これ。本当に？出ないんだけど。あったよね。手数料乗り越えてって言ってんだから。これ本当なんも出ないんだよ。手すりを乗り越えていっていいの？あれじゃね？そこに降りれば、死ななくて済むとかさ、そういうもんなんじゃないの？これ、本当に降りていいの？何もないよ、だって。行くよ？本当に知らないね。じゃあ行くからね。あれ？いけないじゃん。どういうこと？
Move along.
どういうこと？あれ手すりを越えていくんじゃないの？待って、手すりを越える場所はどっかにあるの？ちょっと待って。ここの、待って。ちょっと待って。なんで外れてんの？降りる。降りる。あ、ここ！ここか。なんだよ。闘技場にダーンって降りろって言ってんじゃないんだ。よかった。親切設計だ。おいと。これは、上じゃなくて、下なんだな。そうだよな。地下に降りるんだな。
The other side of the tower.
Look for a vent.
え、いや、ごめん、全然見えないんですけど。これは、いけんの？あ、いけんだ。通気口を探せ？反対側？ああ。反対側。まあ。
I say you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
なんかものすごい脅しをかけられたけど。え、そんなに？いや、一応じゃあ戦球に戻しといて、狭いとこだから破砕法いるのかな？中に入るよ。スッドン。
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
いや、やばいと思うよ。
I underestimated. So by now
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
あれ？もしかして？あ、すみますか？すみますか？なんかあるね。
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We've...
はあ。
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this
なん
room?
だこれ。
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
データポイント、メール。データポイント。あ？なんだ？あ？なんだ？ なんだあれあれ消えた。あれどこ行った？あ、あれか。なんだあれ。きなこ。ドア開く。
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called.
は
A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
この影なんか見えたよね。違う？あった。こっち。C じゃない。こっちまずか。補充がされなきゃ。なんだろう。あれ、トイレ会議なんか受付みてえな。
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message.
説明、鑑賞室、第一鑑賞室。
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
なるほど。
CD1 data intact. Initiating playback.
開始します。
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. That Zero Dawn is a top-secret super weapons program. The technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague. If Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
ん？どういうこと？結局何もしないっていうことが、まず、ゼロドーン計画の第一段階。と？で、エリザベート・ソベックに何を託すって話なんか？もうこれは、立っても何もない。進むか。ドア開く。あ、調査さんいらっしゃいませ。
What is this place? Tomb?
すいません。ちょっと緊迫した状況のようなので、あまり話ができないかもしれませんが。どういうこと？とりあえずは、ちょっと避けて、何どこ入っちゃったのかって。まあ、とにかく全員倒しゃいいんだろ？そうでいいんだよな。は？何？トムパイク。ちょっと待って。ちょっと、あ、これ何？あ、待った。攻撃できないの？おい。ちょっと待って。どういうこと？ちょっと待て。トンネルの中じゃ攻撃できないのか？なんだよ。そんなん知らないよ。びっくりしたなぁ。あ？音声出てる。
So Mama, she was right. Pardon? My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke? A tobacco cigarette. Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
ん？どういうこと？もしかして、なんだ？エリザベス・ソベック以外にも
You previously worked for
保
Federal
存されたや
Automated
ついる
Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines? I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
なんか話が断片的なんだが、複製って言われるけど、クローンっていうことかこれ。エレソベックのクローンって言いたいのかもしかして。あれこれまたないんだ。ことは次へ進むんだな。から、なんかあった。ローンフェルダー。
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, alright?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
メディカ呼ばれちゃった。呼ばれちゃったよ。お医者さん呼ばれちゃったね。なんかもう一個見えたな、どっかに。あれ見えた気がしたけど、違ったかな。見えた気がしたんだが。なんかここら辺なかったっけ？ない。ない。ああ、なんかあった。
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
終わり？なんかクセモンばっか集めてんな。この人が一番状況を理解してるのかな。止めたところでダメだろうみたいなのを分かってるとね。取り逃しはそこにあった2つぐらいかな。俺は他はなんかいけないのかな。攻撃されたら立っちゃって なんか、そこで、なんか動けなくなるってやめてほしいんだよ。バグみたいじゃん。しゃがんで攻撃、しゃがんだら、攻撃できないよ。しゃがないし。だって攻撃できる。これが今見たやつで、あと2つだったね。はい。よいしょ。カウンセラーガイドライン。テキストデータログ。テキストは飛ばします。スーザン・アルパート。これは音声だね。
Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
なんか本当にいろんな人集めたんだな。あれこれなんだ。あ、また、なんか透明な壁があったな。今2階があるなって言った。2階が、入り口にはしごがあって、そこから上に行けたな。今上にデータポイントも見えた。危ねえ。これだ。よいしょ。降りていい。これSurvey.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
そうすると、知識人だけじゃなくて、なんか芸術分野の、わっちゃい間違えた。の人も呼んだっていうことになるのか？またこの向こうにいるんじゃないか？開く。
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
またか。
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
まあだから AI によって滅んだ世界だから AI によってまた復活させようっていう。で、AI だけだと完璧な世界っていうのは作れないっていうのはまだ学んだから、そこに、まあ、副次的な、要は才能のある人の知識を、与えることで、まあ、AI として間違いのないようにっていうのと、人間性のある世界というか、生態系というか、を、まあ、再構築しようというのが、ゼロドーンってことかな。計画の、まあ、基本構想。で、その中でいくつか、まあ、柱となる、まあ、神の名前がついてたけど、分野における AI、まあ、人だよな、だから人から吸い上げた、知識とか、高に備えた、 副次的なその AI がまたいて、それが、アポロとか、そういうもので、で、名前が見えた、一番下にハデスがいたから、ハデスもそのうちの一つってことで、で、もう一つヘファイストスが見えたね。ヘファイストスは、今まで機械は、さっきの論理だと、空の大気をきれいにするとか、土をきれいにするとか、水をきれいにするっていう、その、生態系を新しく作るための機械だったものに対して、なんか兵器を持たせる、人を殺すとか、いう、また違う考えを途中で植え付けたやつがいる。それがヘファイストス。それも、そのガイアの一部の AI だったということなんだな。わからんようでわからん。自分で言っててもわからん。自分で言っててもよくわからない。今、正面、右に、ちょっと待った。右にエリアがあるわけではないのか、これ。これは、降りたら負けでもないのか。でも行かなくてもいいのか。ということで、開くが、いない。よし、大丈夫。どうかここにまた一つあるね。お選びください。で、あと二つ三つあるけど、そこにもね。音声データ。プラットアンダック。
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
Can't be too prepared.
わからないってわからないんだ。なんだっけの機能というか、役目は何だったんだまた二つ。スーザン・アルパ。
If you're still nauseous. No. The inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No. Life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
スーザン・アルパートは参加しないことを決めた。 座礁した手枷をゲット。この座礁したシリーズはまたちょっと、別で話しますが、特別なアイテムらしいですね。はあ、なるほど。こちら参加しないっていう人間も出てきてるわけだ。あ、もうかったね。これはローンフェルダー。航空中工学博士。
Security for your protection. Would you like to discuss
あ、
how you feel?
なるほどね。医者を呼ばれてきたね。はいはいはい。
Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time.
Oh.
I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
まあ、これはこれでちょっとあれかもしれないけど、参加した人は、まあ、外に出したらまずいということですかね。あ、ここにはどうやって入るんだ？今入るか。これがここで、あ、じゃあ、こっちじゃないや。向こうだ。で、ドアを開くと同時に、構える。
Intruder! Get her!
どこだどこだ。
Whatever you do, don't die now. ちょっと待って。
The word of shadow. Not that one.
はあ。違う。あれこのどこになんかあった。あれあ、あった。音声データ。ログ、トムパイク。
What the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
また一人参加しないやつからね。クリスティナ・スベイ。
Zero Dawn.
あ、これが芸術の人だ。
An expression on the grandest scale, but there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art.
I've done this before.
Art is
Just
alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
今のどっちだ？参加しなければ、
Got too much already.
不公平よって言われて、参加したのかしなかったのか。お前はいらないんだ。いらない。じゃあ、次そっちなんだ。じゃあ先に、音声で、この後潜る。
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
最終的には乗ったのこいつ。どういうこと？あー、こっちにエリア、待てよ。なんか通路がある。あとは、こっちから回って、違うな。こっちの、ここの、こっち側だったのかな。ここは行ったね、確かに。ここはよくわからなかったな。なんだなるほどな。こっちがさっきのアイテムになって、違う。こっちの、こっちじゃない。どこだ。例の、こっちの、で、正面じゃなくて、右な。階段か？な この先はちょっと戦闘が続きそうなんだね。こうしといて、弓が3本つがいで、よしこ。てか、これを1個持ってっか。ファイヤーストライカー、ファイヤーストライカー、ファイヤーストライカー。これでとりあえずちょっといっか。キノコ。よし、これでいっぱい。
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
はいはい。これは
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
まずは、これ聞こうか。
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Hmm? Hmm? ってこと？これは、スキャン、あっちか。これだ。左上、左下。左上、左下。あれ、4つ ?5 つだけど。また。じゃあ。左上、左下、左上、左下。左上、左下、右。だから、左、下、これが、右？合ってる？で、この裏の、だな。で、制御室でしょ？ないか？それもないか？待て。大丈夫。大丈夫し。ドアを開いて、動力源でね。見た？あの子だよな。これか。よいしょ。あれか。
Found one. Looks intact.
これ紐じゃん。イェーイ。
No room.
ゲッチュー。で、よっと。降りれない。降りれないのか。降りれないんだ。なるほどね。これ降りれないんだ。で、ここにセット。
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
なるほど。今どこにあんだ。コードネクサス。ほい。なるほど。わかったわかった。これ、逆だな。下がファロだから、下、左上、下、左上、右下。左上、左。で、両端が下。左上、左。で、ここが、 左上左？違うだろ。左上右だろ。右。違う。左上右で下。どうだ？イェーイ。
Now to see what lies beyond it.
何があるか見てみるぞ。見るのはお前じゃなくて俺だろ？アーロイだろ？何を勝手なことを言ってる。座礁した手活性。データポイントは、順調。なんだ1個当たんねえぞ。当たんねえ。ちょっと待って。それはそれで待って。これは怪しいんだけどな。なんだ。ないかな。この辺りはさらったと思うんだが。これ見たから。
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
わからん。なんで？よくわかんない。急に水が。これは何？道が半分崩れてるの？ここもなんかそんな感じなんだよな。しょうがないか。せーの。わーお
！Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Ah! 閉められている。マジか。何人の？一人、二人？ あれあれ急にまた現れたの？見えません。見えません。
Haven't you got anything better to do?
This one's dead.
見えません。
Got him over. Fall into the shadow.
あれ？あれ？あいつ動かない。あいつ動かない。さては。あ、全く見えない。いないみたいだな。全然見えません。あれか。そうか。
Or not.
あ？一回戻る、一回戻る、一回戻る。どこどこどこ？
This is it. You will perish. You cannot hide.
あ、俺も。
Fear the Your essence.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
하... 全く見えませんがな。はあ、
Looks with me.
ストブリンガーは置いといて。こっちか。置いといて。この、使えない。はい。あ、データポイント保存された。だね。あ、まだここはできてない。大丈夫かな。よいしょっと。 で、
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
真ん中行ってみるか。
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
どこからあと、あっちはこっちはないのか。こっちあれだからこっちか。こっちから入って、なんか正面のあれ消えた。データポイント。なんだこれ。頭部みたいな。おい、なにこれはなんかの、あれかな、機械のテストかな。
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10-15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
ああ、その調子で頑張って。
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
そういうことね。じゃあヘファイストス自体は機械を作る、やっぱり、その、部門の知識なんだな。はぁ、じゃあ、ここから2階行って、こうやなんかな。いやー、やっぱりこのミッションを長かった大丈夫？なんか、あれ？そっか、あの壁はスキャンできないスキャン。スキャンじゃない。スキャンできないスキャンってなんだ。スキャンできない壁だな。今はどこだ？なるほど。この渡り廊下にいるってこと？そこが入り口で、はい。
Should have brought a cart.
拾えない。おっと、危ない。
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
全くスキャンできないね。よし、じゃあ、どうにかして入ると。また。
More eclipse.
Careful now.
どこですか？よいしょ。この距離だったらこっちでいいかな。よいしょ。当たんのかな？
She's just one savage. How much of a threat could she be?
試しようか。ダメだね。切れ目がないと攻撃はできない。上から狙いたいのにさせてくれない。なんだなんか近いところで足音がするけど。何？力を攻めるということか。階段じゃん。
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
ほう。つまり、フォーカス自体が、その、教育用の端末ってことか。アーロイがちっちゃい頃からやってきたのと同じように、みんなが、ちゃんと、教育を受けていくっていうこと自体が理想だったのか。マジか。うん。はいはい。で、あ、あれさっきのか。でだ。
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
はあ、全く見えないですけど。ちょっと待って。ダメだ。はあ。よいしょ。じゃこんだけ暗いとね、逆光がちょっとでもあると、全く見えないんだよね。暗闇が見通せない。いや、これも見えねえよ、こんなんでも。上に一人いるのは見えるけど当たんないな。
Still sniffing around.
Sure 一人いるんだ。あっちね、重いやつを持ってない。 上の、あ、狙われた。おーっと、お、何今の冷凍法そんなのあんの？はい、見えない。もうちょっと下？ここらへん？見えまへん。よいしょ。はいはい。ああ、やった。見えねえからあんなの。ああ。よし、こうか。うん、なんか嫌ねえか、それは。ちょっと待って。奥行かないよいしょ。はあ。ほいっと。あ、こんなとこまで掘りてきてるの？掘り手は何してきてるの？あ、奥からぐるっと回ってんだ、俺今。ああ。全然見てなかった。ああ、わからん。なんとおほん？あと何？ここは何だ？あ、こんなとこに倒した？
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry.
and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
あ、くしょ。アーロンか。エロいって聞こえた。エロいってことね。くしょ、響きが似てはびっくりしたよ。で、上行って、ここから、またこっちへ来て、で、そっちがなんだけど、こっち側はあ、あ、もちろん、生きてないの。あれこっちから来ちゃった。あ、こっちからもう行けたのか。じゃあ上進んでいいのかな。あれじゃねえや。この扉か。よいしょっと。お、バールね。
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan, getting worshipped by the eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Oh, 今あれだね、そのガイアの中の各、なんていうの、大事なところを回ってる。ヘファイストスが作るところで、で、ハデスが、まあ、破滅をさせる。一度壊すものということね。 はあ。これは。あ
Looks like the only way onwards.
なんか嫌な。データポイントで取り逃しはないかな。だった。プログラムが良い知らせ、悪い知らせ。じゃあ行くか。本当に大丈夫なんだろうな。じゃあ。これが倒したやつだ。どうしよう。あ、なんか。
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Welcome to Elysia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Elysia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Elysia is not a genetic engineering project.
Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
いや、わからないだけどな。とりあえず買収を一度見て、これはこれはデータポイント。まあ、アイテムがある。一つ一つが人なのかわからない。情報が読み取れないな。FZ のチャンバー。わからない。サービター。ファーゼニスモデル。FZ じゃないこれ。のモデル系だね。乗っていいのか乗っちゃったけど。わからない。これもいる。エレシウスモデル。こっちが使うんだね。この部屋はとりあえず、飲むかな。
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
そっちじゃなくて、ちょっとあれこっちから逃げたのか。 なんだ。なんないのか。なんもないな。はぁ、ん？うん。うん。うん？うん。こう？お、こっちか。はい。なんかマークがいちいち、なんかスキャンできそうでできないな。
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Override. Override. 要はコントロールできるようにするっていう余地を作っておくってことか。面白い。今一生懸命僕も知識を詰め込んでますからね。もう、頭が、ぐるぐるぐるぐる回転してることになって。
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Nuts would benefit from antilopine morphologies, though campered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
今の世界にいるトールネックのこと言うのかな。
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
人工知能が感情を口にしているっていうね。
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
これこじ開ける。あ、なるほど。微妙なね、角度になってるね。あ、それから端末を調べる。お、でっかい箱だね。
Forget about traveling light.
回復や回復。まずは、あれ何あれそこに何か残されてますけど。これは、あれだ、敵の持ってたやつだな。まずは、データ。訂正計画失敗。ちょっと待って。やっぱり読まなきゃいけないのあるな。カルテミスの状況。まず、アポロの状況ちょっと見てみるか。うわ、長っ。ごめん。開いた俺が悪かった。ハデスプロトコルの進捗。なんかどこを読むっていうの難しいな。これまで設計した権限剥奪プロトコルは、どれもシミュレーションで失敗した。硬すぎるかやわすぎるのが気に入るな。ちょうどいい解決を追ってるのを見つけたぜ。ガイアをコードシェル内に隔離して保護して、その完全性を維持した上で、指揮権から中座していただいて、ハデスを艦長席に座らせて本気させるってさ。青いのがめちゃくちゃ効いてきてんで、これはいいや。まあ、やっぱりハデスが完全に掴んじゃうと、掴むってか、ガイアとハデスが、要は、産んで壊してだから、これをうまく、引き渡しできるようにしないと、ハデスがガイアの動きを阻害しちゃったりとか、まあ、その逆もあるのかな。まあ、どちらか、 今、ハデスの話だから、ハデスが、そこでうまくやんないと、強引に奪っちゃったりとか、受け渡しを失敗して、うまくいかなかったりとかしちゃうからっていう話だね。ああ。もう大変だ。エヴァジからテイトへのメール、CC レストバイクが落とした。アーカイブに265本のホログラムリマスターされた B 級映画の極地と定評のある古典作品。だからさっき言ったポルノ作品のことかな。あ？ムカデ人間？1本なら16本。何？この時代にはムカデ人間のシリーズが16までいってるってこと？ムカデ人間っていうのは、今、実際にある、なんていうのあれ？グロい映画。グロいっていうの？なんていうの？やばい映画ですね。まあ、詳しくは、調べてみてください。これ、実名出しちゃうの？ソドムの位置はわかんないなぁ。名前はなんか、ソドムの位置なのかわかんないなぁ。で、わいせつの概念を見破る。まあ、ここら辺を、要は害となるような作品をアーカイブ、要はその未来の人が見る勉強用の資料として保存しておいたのがテイトで、まあ半分多分自分のためだと思うけど、でそれをまあオバチだっけなんだっけエバジがまあアーカイブのまあさらに古いところで封印したと。消したのかわかんないけど。したと。で、今後、テイトが、これをアーカイブしてくれって言ったものは全部、中身は見なくてよくて、棄却しちゃっていいと。もうこんなの無駄だからという、そういう、皮肉めいた御礼メールですね。エヴァジからテイトですね。ウイグルク、中国とかのウイグルクのこと？中国とモンゴルの間？そこを封鎖したの？なるほど。封鎖っていうのは、閉鎖じゃないんだ。保存して、もうそこのものには手をつけないと。眠らせるっていう意味で封鎖したんだ。で、その1個目の、LCS01 っていう施設なのかな？有価護施設を無事に封鎖できたよっていうことね。有価護施設サービターの人格。この、いわゆる、生命を育む有価護施設自体にはサービターっていう AI なのかなが、組み込まれ、が管理していて、その人格に対するテキストでね。この仮想人格自体、育成、規律、癒しは、進捗は順調だと。 連刺激駆動の人格切り替え。この仮想人格って育成、規律、癒しっていうのは別々の人格なんだ。それぞれの人格を、成り立たせていって、それをうまく切り替えることで育成をしていこうというシステムなんだけど、この母性人格を実行中のサービターが、規律サービターの行動に干渉した一件、なんか問題があったんだね。規律に厳しいサービターに対して母性人格が何か言ったもののことが、一応報告しますと。で、これはあくまでも、親同士の口論のようなものだから気にしないでっていう、違う、逆だ。口論のようなものです。で、単に面白が滑稽に見えるかも思えるかもしれませんが、これは重大な懸念事項ですと。これらのインタラクティブプロトコルの難点を修正する包括的な計画を添付しました。わずかな期間でデータ破損。だから実際のこの内容はわからないんだな。いずれにしろその育成の段階で問題が起こる可能性があるよっていうことを言いたいと。オデッセイ計画失敗。エリザベス・ソベックが、全員に対してこうやってて、パーゼニスから連絡があり、オデッセイ計画が失敗に終わった。太陽系から出るためにドライブの回転率を上げる過程で、反物質の制御系の致命的不具合と思われる数値を観測したとのことです。船もその上にも積み荷の配偶子と種子も、アポロのアルファビルドも全て失われてしまいました。一応オデッセイ計画っていうのは本当にあったんだ。宇宙に脱出するっていうやつだね。で、これをやったはいいけど、失敗したんだと。で、だからゼロドーン自体が最後の望みだという話。アルテミス、チャールド・ロンソンからエリザベス・ソベック。アルテミスの状況はうまくいってそうだ。かなりポジティブ。冷凍保存施設にサンプルを出してもらうために随分交渉したよ。多くの種がまるで棒のようにホログラム、ジオラムに閉じ込められている。ありとあらゆる種が保存されてて、微生物から昆虫、ウサギとタカ、キツネにオオカミ、こうやって何千もの種か新たな世代が復元を探偵とできる状態になるまで順番待ちとなる。この査定遅れになる前に環境保護の概念を理解できるような世界に生まれ戻れるその日があって。スワムに何度か襲われて、回収チームが犠牲になったケースもあるから、その時のサンプルは手に入らないと。でも保存がうまくいってるっていうのは、変わんないよということね。だ。さて。ということで、本題です。これね。これが、エリザベス・ソベックの端末、アクセス。
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh! Whoa!
Still alive. Good.
え、
I
これ
have
あ
a
いつ
more
なの
suitable death in mind for you, child.
はあ
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Oh. これあれかな、一択なのかな。とりあえずロストのことか。
You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
お前は操り人形だ。運命のな。
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Hmm. これはどれを言っても無駄な気がするが。
The Nora cast me out at birth. You're not hurting me if you hurt them.
関係ないって言うんじゃなくて?
Then it makes no difference one way or another. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
どうすんの? もうこれ明らかにやばい状況だし。
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
来た。 コラプター。
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause?
Huh?
Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the radiant Turon murdered many faiths, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
どうすんのこれ。やばいよ。うん。そういう感じなんだ。はあ。どうすんの？何？いやー、何もしようがないよ、これ。どうすんの？いや。武器はすべてあの上。は？いや、無理ですよ。どういうこと？いや、ないって。どういうこと？おほい。待って。やつの力を利用する？そういうことね。なんとなく合ってたんだ。待った。ちょい。おっと。よし、出た？なんか来てるよね。こっち来るよね。よっしゃー。はい、もうちょっと。いけやらい。なんだ？これは面白いですよ。フル装備です。フル装備で復活でございます。でヘイじゃないよ。いやー、待って。いや、そんな急は無理。いやー、ちょっと待ってね。いや、そんな急は無理よ、でもいくらなんでもね。あれ、無茶だよ、無茶。それは無茶だよ。そうだね。これでいこうか。あぶねえ。しかも爆弾違うし、俺が使おうと思ってたやつと、あらよ。お疲れ様。 さあ、何を言う。わーお
Shadows, kill her.
これはちょっとまた話が別なんですよ。別なんですよ。
Kill her.
誰か来て。ボー。おお、来た。ああ、ビーコン。ふい。お、そうだ、試合か。やっぱり。シャドウカージャーに似たようなこと言ってたもんな。ふい。わお、ラブジャー。イェーイ。ふう。ラブジャーいけー。ふうふうふう。
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all.
Oh.
The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing the data to your focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse, not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Oh. ここどこ？ああ、はあはあはあ。で、服が手に入ったんだな。おー、シャドウね。うん。おお、なにこれ。ちょっと待って。で、じゃあ、こうか。一旦戻る。待って。武器が全然違う。戦級、長級かな。で、野弾が、全然使ってないよね。これか？あ、違うわ。爆弾が、これだ。
How do we expect to win a war?
よし、これよ。
This battle on such a bright day.
これを着てないと入れない。試しに脱いでみるっていう。なるほどね。ここでは、なるほど。着ないと入れないし、着ないと、中では着替えられないとか。ここでだ。あったー。シャドウですよ。シャドウの防具。おー。暗闇効果って何？ダーンと。これそうしよう。さあ、これ。どれどれ？おー。ちょっと待って。でもいいとこ行って、写真撮影しようか。あれどこだ？これこっち。違う。 あれ待って、あそこ行けんの？あ、ここから行けんだ。行けねえ。行けねえ。行けんのかと思って。なんだ、行けない。来た。あ、なんだ、閉じちゃったじゃん。いや、開けろー、開けろー。いいか。じゃあ。いや、の UI 消して、あ、ってことは、このアロイかわいいな。なんかこれバットガールみたい。かわいいな。いいね。ちょっと、いいね。腰のあたりが開いてるのかわいいね。うん、いいっすよ。なるほど。頭はこれ鷹みたいなのかな？かっこいい。じゃあ、あれ？あ、外せない？いや、着替えるんですけど、ダメですか？ダメですか？
Don't patch up these goods.
もうダメかな。まだ。よし。また写真撮ってみよう。
Dr. Meridian. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
あんまり違いがわかんない。頭が、ちょっと虫っぽいか。まあ、羽とかはないから鳥っぽいのから、ちょっと虫っぽくない。なんか、女子プロレスラーみたいな。かな。で、ドン。で、よし。この格好で違うとこ行くと今度どうなの？ あ、ここはあれか。うん。いいんじゃない？本当になんかこのぐらい軽装になると、まあ、これは女子プロとは言わないぐらいだけど、まあ、貧相といえば貧相なような鎧だな。あ、でも、あれかっこいいよな。よっしゃ、元に乗ろう。野良だからな。
I shouldn't have come this way.
ああ、そっか。来てくれー。ありがとう。出た？本当にもうここに戻んのか。そっか。よし、じゃあ、とりあえず、まあ、いい時間にはなるっちゃなるんで、この辺りで切ろうかな。また3時間弱はやってるんですな。道具は、でも全然増えてないよね。これあれかなシャドウの服。9。シャドウに数えられてる。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。3、4、5、6、7、8、9。これは入ってないな。ない。じゃあ、これで一回切るので、また、時にパサタラピーと。今回も盛りだくさんだったな。まあ、なんとなくガイアっていうものが、まあ、いろんな、分野でね、に分かれてて、そのうち一つがハデスだってことだったりとか、フェファイトスだっけ？まあ、作る部分だったりとか、まあ、そういうものに分かれてるということとかね。まあ、でも本当情報が多すぎだね。まあ、データポイントもいっぱい手に入ったけど、まあ、うまくいったんだかいかないんだか全然わかんないからね。この関係ないのか。このあれだね。クエストだね。クエストの中でのところ。あとは、これね、ガイアログとかね。 で、これで、もう 95% 近くいってる。あと 5% ぐらいだ。もうすぐ終わりだね、本当に。もうこれがメインは25なんだ。で、あと、太古の鎧ぐらいしかないのかな。25か。だからまあ、これをクリアしたら、汚れを全部制覇するって感じにしようかな。そうすると、多分ほんと最後のダンジョンしか残らないっていう感じになると思うし。もうスキルもね、全部取っちゃったからね、スキルポイント取ってもね、こっちもカウントされなくなっちゃったんだよね。はい。そんな感じです。じゃあ、一応今回はこれで切ります。多分2回か3回で終わるかもしれないけど、もうちょっとなんで、よろしかったら、最後までお付き合いください。今日もご視聴ありがとうございました。やしゅあでした。またゲームの中でお会いしましょう。それじゃあね、じゃあ、バイバーイ。